my God, please go in.
Go back.
Oh, man. There ain't no way, man.
Joe's, he's pretty simple and quiet to start with, but when you see the expression on his face, he is not happy.
Appreciate that, Mike.
The car was just so painfully ugly to begin with. We got our work cut out for us on this one.
Oh. Catalina's come along really well, and we really want to see this thing on the road. How in the hell did you do that, Tom?
Not bad for an old man. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought it was Miss Michelle's car.
Do what?
I'm Joe Martin. I've been building cars and bikes since I was just a little kid. My team cuts down rusted wrecks.
Are we gonna work today, Joe, or what?
We knock out the ugly and put in the cool. And turn these buckets of rust into street art. This is Iron Resurrection.
It's been so long. I love this car.
I do too.
Oh my gosh. It's a Pontiac Catalina, and it's a gem of a car.
So this Catalina's been with me a long time, and the car belonged to my uncle originally. And I think it's time for a facelift. We're gonna tear the Pontiac down.
Ooh. You need to explain to him how much this car means to me, Joe.
Mike said I left this in my wheel somewhere.
Oh, nice, man.
We got the 4L80, we got a big transmission, so we're going to cut our transmission tunnel so we can mock the motor up, set it in place.
Like butter. We got propagandos already. You think that hood's gonna clear?
I am not cutting a hole in this hood. And I'm not building a goofy cow hood on it. I'm not doing any of that stuff. Hey, Brian, I ain't gonna hit the side there. How's that look, Kata?
You're gonna hit right up here in the front, though.
Oh. Damn sure is him. So we're mocking up the motor in the Catalina, and we're setting the supercharger, the blower on top. My main concern is I do not want to cut this hood, so I'm hoping the hood's gonna shut.
Lord have mercy.
Let's see, Mike. This shut.
Got about an inch.
Do we?
Yeah. Well, as you can see, the hood clears. Everything's all good. We don't have to cut a big old hole in Joe's hood. We don't have to load the motor. So it's a big thing for us. Y'all sweating, man.
Come on, Mike.
They worry too much. Joe worries too much. Likes to play games all the time. What's that
How
about?
much room we got?
Plenty.
Do we?
Yeah.
Damn.
I can fit about 2 fingers in there.
God. Oh, man, you got plenty of room, Brian.
I can't say he officially won the bet because there wasn't one, but I'm happy it fits. We're home free, man.
So this car is going together really well, which really isn't what normally happens around here. Man, I had this sweat job going on that. They like to fight back.
Joe Cool was sweating it, man.
I thought, man, for sure I had to cut that inner structure, you know what I mean? Usually we got to go in, we got to chop this and cut this and clearance this, but everything fits perfectly. The frame is, it was the key to that.
That just saved us about a month of work.
Damn.
There never can be too much clearance. No matter what Joe Martin says. He likes to play games. Mm-hmm. I told you when I met him, clearance was this. Now it's like that. Success.
Man. Now all we gotta do is get our wheels underneath and get on the ground. We can look at our stance. Then we'll blow it apart and start fabbing everything up. We got our mock motor in. We put the supercharger on top. So now I'm gonna work on the inner fender wells. You can see where I cut away to accommodate the frame. We got big control arms, big shock mounts right here, and I'm gonna build onto this, kind of box it up really slick. First thing I'm gonna do now that I got this cut out is I'll make a paper template. I'll kind of fit the template, get it close, and then I'll trim it out in sheet metal. I'll have to make a lot of corrections, keep trimming it, shaving it, get it to fit just right. Actually weld it to the existing fender well. Floor jack's not always used to lift the car up. I ran it through this, it's called a tank roll that puts a little radius on there. I don't want it just to be a non-dimensional 90-degree edge. So what I'm gonna do is come in here and shrink this metal where it gathered up on that turn right there. The metal has nowhere to go, so we'll actually put it in a shrinking machine and it makes the metal kind of group up. And we'll get a consistent roll through here. There's just a lot of steps you got to do just to achieve a look.
Joe, if you don't get too carried away under the hood, it'll be done in a couple of days. How about?
I think right here. What I'm gonna try to do is make it out of two pieces. So I'm gonna have the top piece right here, then I'm gonna box this in right here. And I think once I get all my geometry figured out, once it's all welded and blended in, it'll look like a factory piece.
Right here, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect, man. We got our fender wheel made here on the driver's side. It's looking pretty good. Now I just got to mirror the other side. And the next step is getting the radiator in, mounting all that stuff, get the front clip off, and move on to the firewall. Well, man, that's a rappy-do on that.
I'm digging it.
So check this out. I want to show you guys something cool we've been working on for a while. It's a 41 DeSoto. This was a business coupe at one point. So the car's had a remarkable transformation already, and it still has a lot of stuff left to do. Mainly because the car was just so painfully ugly to begin with. The whole back end of this car was probably almost a foot longer. And when you look at the car from the side, you couldn't tell if it was coming or going or what was going on with it. It was hard to look at. C10 Ken here, he kind of headed up all the metal work on this thing. And we came up with a plan to shorten the car almost, 10 or 11 inches. The car was in such terrible shape. There's so much rot on it. So much bad bodywork over the years. I think there was even a street sign welded into the floor at one point.
The floors in the back had street signs.
So, we don't like to redo things like that. So Ken fabbed up a nice new floor. Profile of this roof's actually pretty nice looking. But one of the major things we're going to do to this car is we're actually going to chop the roof a little bit. The front of the roof line and the A-pillars here will actually be just a tad bit shorter. So the roof will actually have a wedge to it. Each time you chop a car, it's an adventure all on its own.
The Catalina bench seat is pretty amazing, but it's not going to work now because the guys are putting a big transmission in, which requires a big trans tunnel, and that 480 is not going to allow that bench seat to sit there anymore, so we're going from bucket seats.
It's a beautiful day in Central Texas, and we're out at Reyes Salvage.
The trans tunnel is going to have to come through, and the bench seat's not going to work anymore.
Get rid of the love seat. Taking it from a bench to a bucket?
Yeah. We have to do it, and so we figured this is the perfect place.
Because when I think refresh, I don't think Reyes.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
What's
Hi,
up?
Steve.
Not a lot. How you doing, Will?
How you doing?
Good.
Feels like it was only yesterday, Steve.
It probably was.
But by the looks of it, it's been a while.
Well, whenever I see Shag and Amanda walk up, I know that there's not a good day for a profit margin that day. I know they're going to beat me down a little bit. Joe said you were looking for some low back seats.
Yes.
He told you that much.
Yeah.
60s era, low back, good bones, maybe some cool trim. Something we can work with.
I got a couple different sets y'all can take a look at.
Good bones? You
Real
found
good,
something to
real
work
good,
with?
yeah. Of course, it needs upholstery, maybe a little spring work, maybe. I don't know.
Of course.
Let's see what you got, Steve.
All right, let's go. It's this way.
We can't be too easy on Justin. We show up, we don't know what to expect. We've always seen really cool things, but today, we saw a little something we're not used to seeing out here.
Oh!
God, just a lot of bumper. And it is. I got the Catalina up on the lift, and we got the front clip put on the frame. And one of the things I want to do is get the bumper fitting a lot better.
I think you're right, Joe. Look, when I push on this, watch the gap. See it correct itself? Look.
Kind of bring it in, tuck it in a little bit. We're going to eliminate the bumper bolts where they stick out. It's almost like if we could pull that down somehow and tack it in place, and then we can remake the new brackets. Really, it's purely cosmetic. The bumpers on these cars, when they're put on from the factory, they're kind of hanging out there, and they get a little gap, so in case you bump it, you're going to have a little gap before it hits the body. We don't want to crash the car, but we want the look of the bumper tucked in really nice to the body. So you see these little gaps right here, they're just funky, so if we get that thing to come up right here, that's what we're looking for. Just tighten that up. So we got our bumper alignment kind of put in place. We got our little shims set up. We got the bumper right where we want. So we're gonna do some modifications to our brackets.
Let's just do like you said, Joe. Let's cut the original one in half.
That's what I'm saying.
And
We said
section
it. Exactly.
Just a tad.
Yep. This is the outer bracket. It goes from the frame to the outer part of the bumper. So we'll slice this bracket up a little bit, bolt it in place, tack it, and stand back and see if it holds. All right, Mike. You ready? Think so, man. Here we go. I'll burn through it eventually.
Oh, that ain't coming off. Here goes nothing. I'm gonna do that clamp. I think that's it, Joe.
That's it. I say we take it off, Mike. Start making those tabs.
Let's unhook it.
Oh, whoa!
Saw a little something we're not used to seeing out here.
Reyes does not disappoint. I mean, the last thing I think we would ever see here is a freaking airplane.
Did you really have a plane here?
I really do.
Was that a crash landing?
Yeah, that's from Zombie Airlines. From
Is
Zombie.
Blow 2 shooting in town? And then he led us over to the
Seating area.
pile of buckets.
Here they are right here.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you got several
Yeah,
pairs.
several sets.
The pile of bucket seats, a little mix match. Build it, pick a pair.
And we're running a special blue today. There's 3 sets.
These are all available?
Yes. Well, no, not all of them.
See, man, you gotta ask the right questions with this guy. Which ones aren't
Which ones are-
available?
Probably the ones y'all want. That's the first set you're gonna want.
Those
Yeah.
ones right, the one right in the middle.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
silver
Yeah,
bracket.
that's-
Those aren't available.
Those you're keeping those.
Yeah.
As you should.
So
So we're looking for good bones.
Are these a pair?
I think it's sisters over here.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. So
the
those
two
two and
outsides
these
are right
two.
over here. The 2 in the center go together, and the 2 in the middle.
Okay.
I mean, it's got some cool trim. And actually, pretty good bones.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
frames are solid on them. They're good. With Justin's touch on it, it should be a walk in the park.
So here, let's narrow this down. Those are out of the question. Those are yours.
Yeah.
So we'll take these.
Well, I mean,
These are
I
actually
think they'll
really
work.
good shape.
Yeah.
I think, what are we talking? I see you left them in your VIP room out here.
$125
$125.
for the pair.
Oh, thanks for clearing that
Yeah.
up. Look, we've been doing this back and forth with Reyes for years.
Years.
He's always going to come high. We just want to keep it real.
First of all, these are going into our personal project, the Catalina. What?
Well, believe it or not, these
What?
are coming out of my personal collection.
I know, dude. I thought you made
I
like,
No, I was about to give
let me
you.
shoot you straight. At 125 for real.
Yes, 125.
We are pinching pennies, literally pinching pennies to get it finished.
Okay.
Let's do. What if we did $75?
$75 and
I'll even carry him
some lunch. How about some
I'll
lunch?
eat every time.
All right.
$75 and a sandwich.
Thanks, Steve.
Absolutely.
We want him to feel like he's getting a good deal. He probably got him for free.
I mean, what did we spend? $75 in lunch?
Done.
Money well spent at Reyes every time. Let's go get your truck, Mandy.
All right, let's go.
The pair that were left were actually in really good shape.
Yeah, the ones we're going to take back to the shop, they're going to work.
Great bones, cool trim, low, wide, perfect. Steve, thanks, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you just saved us once
No
again.
problem.
Always a pleasure.
At the end of the day, $75 is more than fair for those. You know, I'm in the salvage business, and I don't have a whole lot in it, and I don't mind giving them a good deal on it. So it's all about the game and get a visit with them. It's not always about money every time.
So I've been walking past this 41 DeSoto, and one thing still bothers me when I walk past it is just the height of the roof a little bit.
Where the hell we gonna cut it at?
Where the hell are we gonna cut it?
Most of the time we got a starting spot.
I know it. The rest of the car's gonna be pretty low, and the top just looks a little too top heavy to me. So if we can take a slight bit out of it, I think we can just enhance the look of this car. All right, let me go draw this up. I kind of do a little scale drawing of it, and then I'll actually chop my paper up and kind of simulating where I would make the cut. And if I'd add metal, take metal out, whatever it may do, and you can just put these little pieces together, and you can actually get a pretty accurate rendition of what you kind of need to do to the car. All right, boys,
Oh, I'm just gonna keep on walking.
Come on, Mike. Come
I'm just
on.
gonna keep on walking.
Well, here's what we got here.
Oh, I can see what you
You
got.
see what we got here, Mike?
Yeah, we got this 41 DeSoto that Mr. Clay brought in. Not really sure where he drug this thing up, but it's probably one of the ugliest cars I've ever seen on the planet. He kind of just dropped it off and wants us to fix it.
So here's a roof cut off.
Oh!
Yeah.
Chopping top on cars, you know, they're difficult, but some of them are easier than others. And this one here is probably going to be the more difficult ones just because of the way it sits straight down on the rest of the body of the car. So we got our work cut out for us on this one. I had a dream last night, Joe.
Did you?
Yeah.
That we didn't chop.
Yeah, we didn't do none of this.
Here's what I'm thinking. I want this to be a subtle chop. I don't want to take 3 inches. I don't want to take 2 inches. I want to take 1.5 inches.
This is going to be my first top I cut. So, yeah, it's going to be kind of exciting and different because I never have done one.
So if we're down here like this, we move this back, make a filler panel right here, just a real nice incision right here, put this piece back in, and then just let it relax down to that point and naturally fall in place. What do you think, Ken?
I think
What
it's
do you
worth
Mike?
cutting. It's definitely worth cutting.
Come on.
Why don't we just cut the roof off and leave it off and it'll look like that car in Roger Rabbit?
Oh man, like a permanent roadster, Roger
Yeah,
Rabbit
why don't we just
roadster.
do that, man? Bring your drawing,
Yeah.
Joe.
Well, now I got to tape it all back together.
Well, I need
I
you
gotta
to bring
use
it.
clear
Look at
tape.
one thing, man. Bring your
Now I got to tape it all together so you guys can look at
bring
it.
your drawing, Joe.
See what they found.
What'd they find, Justin Jones?
I'm coming back with mediocre 60-0 bucket seats with mediocre bones. We're gonna see if it flies.
What'd you find here?
What'd you find here, babe?
Yeah,
They one of these Buick? Justin
kind of cool looking.
Man, they are kind of cool.
It's about the style we're looking
They've had
for.
a sad life, but the style's cool.
Manny pulled up with these seats for the Catalina, and yeah, they're a little rough.
It's just what do you think, Justin? Just what do you think, Justin? Think they're gonna be?
Look a little rough on the underneath side.
Yeah. I wasn't sure what would sandblast off and what wouldn't.
Well, this one's not bad. How's that one?
This one's pretty bad on this handle side over
Is
here.
it rot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. From the outsides and everything, they were exactly what we wanted. I've taken seats like that, turned them into brand new seats, but there's just some parts underneath that are just completely trashed. I mean, it would take a lot of work to try to recreate this whole
We don't
rack.
like a lot of work.
They actually look pretty decent on the outside, but underneath is just horrible.
Okay, we'll just leave them in the back, and I'll just go drop them back off at Reyes. I mean, there's no doubt Justin and Joe have a plan B. I'm sure I'll hear about it as soon as they figure it out. Steve's
little
fault.
bit too.
He wouldn't sell the nice ones.
No. I don't blame it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll find some other ones. Good try, though.
Hey, let's loosen this side and see if we can twist it.
Okay. So now I got the front bumper mounted up. I want to start working on the back bumper. In order to do that, I needed to mock everything up. So I put my new panel on here, and I want to realign these little quarter panel pieces right here. Take a little sliver out of that, bring it in, screw this up right here. Well, this don't fit in. Bring it in, don't you think? So really what I want to do is I just want to get some consistency on the sides right here, and just bring it in. I can cut it, move it in, tuck it into the body really nice, and then repairing that weld and metal finish in that little valley, it's going to be forgiving.
Mark it, dog. Put your tape line on. Let's cut it. Is it lunchtime yet?
Man, it damn sure is.
You got the ends?
Let me get them. Oh, man. That's so much better already. See, I got my bumper end trimmed off. Took about 3/8 of an inch off. So I moved it in and up. They see how much better it looks. That looks kick-ass here. They can't do that from the factory because, you know, back in the day, somebody's trying to park the car in a grocery store and they bump into somebody. Well, you gotta have room before the bumper hits the car. But This car's not gonna be sitting at the grocery store. I think these might be the easiest bumpers we ever had, Mike.
Quick, Joe, we ain't done yet.
That's true.
But I'm with you.
So next thing I'll do is I'll tack it in place, and we'll metal finish, weld it in, and then we'll start polishing and get it prepared for chrome. This one spooking you, Mike?
Yeah, a little bit.
Is it?
Yeah.
So we got our 41 DeSoto here. One of the major things we want to do is cut the top. I think it's an optical illusion, man. I don't think it's going to be that much work. So here's my idea. I'm going to do a little wedge cut. So I want to bring the A pillars a little bit tad lower. Bring it down about 1.25 inches in the front. Bring it down about 1 inch in the back. Since we did the hood, Ken, now it's got this kind of wedge look.
Okay.
So I think instead of just leveling it out, I think we need to wedge it just a tad. Add 1/4 in an A pillar. So we're trying to determine how we're going to cut it. Instead of like this, it'll be like this. We're going to start laying out some marks, try to determine our geometry. And once we're confident in that, we'll start cutting.
Are we gonna have lunch or we're gonna take the motor out? We need to put the real one in
You need
it,
to put
right?
the real one in, Mike. You need to put the real one in, man.
Whoa. You know what I need to do? I need to count how many of these it takes to raise a motor up. Where's our other motor at?
It's coming.
One Catalina power plant. Here we go. I think that's
some weight now, boy.
It just got a lot heavier. Is it gonna clear?
Yep, we're clear.
Go back some.
Come on down, Tad, Mike. Come on down, brother.
Yeah, go down just a tad.
Just a tad, Mike. There we go.
Right, there we go.
That engine bay just got full.
That's you gonna have, Mike?
I don't know. We're gonna find out here in a second, Jeff. I don't know.
Oh my God, please go in. Looks like we're gonna have hit.
We got our inner fenders fixed and everything. We thought we had everything clear, but that was with the mock motor. Are you ready, Nick?
I'm ready. Here's some bolts.
When we put the motor in it that goes in the car with all the accessories on it, I can already see it coming. It's not gonna fit. Nick, are you gonna crawl in the car? Because I want to see Joe's face.
Yeah, I'll crawl in the car.
Let Nick guide the transmission.
Come on, Mike.
Come on, man.
I don't need that bad mojo right now.
Well, I'm not putting no bad emoji. I'm just looking at it.
I need some fit mojo. I'm worried about this one too, man.
I know that's the, I'm telling you, both hanging out there like next week. Like next week.
All right, ready?
Ready? We ain't gonna go very far, but we're gonna
Come
try.
on, man.
What you doing, Nick?
Ready?
You're doing good.
Go back. Oh, man. Right there, then go down.
Hold on, Joe. Don't freak out yet, man.
There ain't no way, man.
Joe's, he's pretty simple and quiet to start with, but you can see the expression on his face. He is not happy.
Nick, we had to run all that hanging out there like that?
Nick likes to run it out there like that, man. That ain't gonna work, Doc. I don't care how long we stare at it. Fixing to have a commercial break. That ain't gonna work, Doc. I don't care how long we stare at it.
So it turns out we got some clearance issues with my inner fender wells. Nick, that alternator and that compressor wouldn't go into there?
What do you mean?
There's no kits that would put that underneath? Because we got the AC compressor hanging way out. We got the alternator hanging out.
Hey, man, I just wanted you to see it before you go on your little vacation.
Appreciate that, Mike.
Yeah.
Well, if I'd have been a normal situation, I'd wait till my correct parts come in before I'd make my inner fender wells. And actually, this makes us look like dumbasses because we put the cart before the horse.
Man. We're gonna have to see Nosh the inner tubs.
How bad?
Half of what he put in. Now that we know that the motor's not gonna fit as is, so we need to do a little alteration on the inner fender wells.
Here's what I do. Take an inch all the way out, all the way around.
You gonna pull them out?
Yep.
What we're gonna do is just take about 1.25 inches off them and slide them in a little bit, buy us a little bit of room there. And then on the alternator side, we're gonna have to create a little pocket for it to sit in. So a little adjustment, but we're gonna fix it and move forward. That is a good idea, Joe. See there, Joe? That didn't take long. We're already back from a commercial. Next thing you know, the motor be in it.
I think I got a fairly simple fix, hopefully. Knock on.
That ain't wood, Joe. Here, this was made out of wood at one time. Knock on that box. There you go. That's good enough. That's tap at a box.
until we cut the car. We've got a general idea, but we're gonna start cutting, and we'll go from there.
Just ain't my falling place.
Come here, hold it nice so I can look at it. Put the 250 tug on.
250, dog.
We've got all of our relief cuts in the top. We took our inch out of the A-pillars. Back here, the sail panel, we're going to do a little bit of a wedge cut and allow that top to come down. And look at that, Kim.
Yay or nay?
Yeah, pretty good. Our geometry is going to be off just a little bit, but once we get that to relax, we'll be able to bring that A-pillar down.
Like I told you, this will be the only cut yet.
Quit it, Mike. You just got to saying you was freaked out about it.
Man, you should know how to take me serious by now.
We'll come in here and we'll find a happy medium, weld it back up, metal finish everything, and look like factory. All right, Ken.
The top chopping gods were smiling upon us today. You want some?
No, I'm good, brother Nelson.
Look there with it.
So high five, Mike.
Girl, baby.
So after clearancing the factory fender wells for the control arms, we realized after putting all the accessories on the motor that we needed additional cutting. So we accommodated all the provisions we had to do to make clearances for the fender wells and all the accessories. So now it's time for us to work on the firewall. I'll take the front clip off. We'll get the motor out. I got a lot of stuff to fit on the firewall, so we'll start laying out a template, cut it out in metal, get it laid on there, and we'll probably have to do a reassembly just to check all the clearances. So when we make our firewalls, I like using 14 gauge. The 14 is just strong because you got to consider your brake pedal is going to be mounted to it. Master cylinder, you're going to be putting a lot of pressure there. Steering column, AC bulkhead. You know, basically the structural integrity is going to depend on this firewall. So we like using 14. It's a little heavy to deal with. It's a little thick, but it makes it stout. Something like that, Jack. Well, let's lay it on the table. We'll get the bucks. Oh, right on, Justin Jones. Damn, dude, that looks great, man.
Hope we labeled them right.
Man, look at that. So Justin just brought our bucks over, and they look great.
Is that a good radius on there?
Yeah, dude, that's perfect, man. Perfect, Justin. Either just the bucks alone or work of art. Look at that. And now what we'll do is we'll drill small little holes in the sheet metal, and it'll hold the buck in place. And basically what that does is gives us what we call a fence for that tooling to run beside.
And we didn't leave us much room.
It's a lot of effort just for a bead detail, but we could use them again, and we'll just store them away for another firewall.
I'll see if it fits.
See how the thing looks. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Once it's welded to the firewall, you know, obviously the firewall will straighten it out, but initially it looks really good. We're gonna Cleco it on in place, stand back and look at it, and then we can start dialing it and really fine tune it.
Well, you dig it or no?
I dig it, man. I dig it. That's all it counts, Joe. I'm glad that's over with. Let's put a motor in. So we're coming along pretty good on our core support.
I'm a man of many hats. Same
Man of many bandanas.
Oh, that's a good one.
So here's my original piece right here. Basically held the radiator in place. It's a cool looking piece, but with my new radiator, the size of it, and where it's mounted in location, I can't really use it. I'd have to chop it up. So I just decided to start from scratch. But it still kind of has the same footprint as the original Pontiac style, so I thought it was cool to try to simulate it a little bit out there, but I'll make another panel right here that comes underneath the fender and mounts. Stay nice and straight, boy.
Does the hood clear?
Come on, Mike. I don't need that negative mojo right
Well, no, I'm just saying, Joe.
KW got it.
Look, CT King got ice cream.
CT King got an ice cream.
He got ice cream sandwich in his hand, Joe. I look up, holler for CT King for help, and he's all ice cream dripping off his lips and stuff.
Damn.
I think he got plenty of room.
I hope so.
I was looking.
Based on fit. Just got the camera out, made sure everything's cool.
Fish it up through the grill right here, man.
Right here, Mike.
You're too cold, man. This is some Austin pirate, man.
Look, here's our hole.
Oh, it's cleared.
You know, it's a one-off deal, so you won't see another one on another 65 Pontiac.
Hey, man, you look down my ear hole, Jason, why I can't hear, man.
Wait a Mike. Leave my camera back.
I clean my ears every night. Yep. I'll put the car in park.
Oh, these things are max out, Mike.
All right, let's let it down.
That's better than.
You must be living right, Joe. Oh, we gonna build a tunnel or what?
Yes, sir. So we got the car back down on the ground to install the transmission tunnel. So with the way the car is going to sit very low, the drivetrain's up. Obviously, I got the 4L80, got a big transmission. I need a lot of clearance for the drive shaft as the car travels through the motion of the suspension. So the tunnel needs to be high.
Oh, you're actually mounting them.
I'm going to try to. So I'm working on mounting some seats in this Catalina.
That seat's pretty badass, actually.
It is. Works perfect, man. The one Shag and Amanda brought me were a little crusty, a little rusty, a little too far beyond gone. So we got these out of another project that we kind of saved up.
Let me sit in it, Joe, before you make a final call.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The driver's side, anyway.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. You take your dirt nap, dog. I'm coming after this car.
Oh, are you?
You need to inform your wife.
So right now I'm making some mounting blocks for them to get them leveled in the car. And once I get them mounted up, I can center everything up.
You know what? You look good in the passenger side.
Do I?
Yeah. I can finally drive you around for a while.
And once I get these things mounted up, I'll hand them over to Justin, and he can rewrap them, recover them, do his thing to them, and they'll look good as new. Maybe we can just do a little something, make them a little fancier or something. So I could do something. I know you can, brother. The Catalina's coming along really well. You know, I got the exhaust made. We got the fuel tank made. We got the floors finished up. So we have just a few more things on this Catalina left, and we can start talking about paint. One of the main things with my 65 Pontiac is I want to preserve this paint job, but I do have some areas I got to fix. So I basically want to preserve it without scratching the car. My buddy Toxic Tom Richards made this color almost 20 years ago, and I called him. Fortunately, he's going to come all the way from Dallas. He's going to come make me a new batch.
Hey, what's up, bud?
What's going on, Toxic Tom?
Not much.
Where you been, man?
Good, good to see you. Good to see you. I hooked up with Joe 25 years ago, doing custom bike colors and car colors, and it's been quite a ride doing all of this.
Tom, you remember my Catalina?
Yes, sir.
You remember the color?
Mm-hmm.
I have no more paint, Tom, and only you can make the paint match that.
Okay. Sounds good.
I saved a piece for you, Tom. But I don't know if it's a situation where do we drop coat the whole car? Can we blend it? Can you get it close enough where we can blend it, you think?
Yeah, I can get it blendable pretty easy. As far as drop coating, you've got 19 years of wear on it, so it wouldn't hurt to probably drop coat it out of ways.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let you have at it, Tom.
All right, man.
Cool. Do your thing, man.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right, man. I'll knock it out.
man.
So I am starting to cut out parts and pieces for the Catalina seats. This part is down the center accents where all the ribs are going side to side. These are the pieces that I'm making right now. So I'll get to put some foam on these and then start sewing them up soon. I also do not glue the panel down because what that does is that creates this to stay real tight across here. And what I'm looking for on this particular design, every time I sew, what it does is it kind of sucks this panel in a little bit. And then when I sew again, it keeps tucking it, so it kind of gives it a little more deeper look. If you glue it all down, then it kind of just squishes it and makes it not as pronounced. Tip of the day. That's what I'm talking about.
We're going to try to recreate this color from scratch, which is not usually common, but I made this color to begin with, so I kind of know what goes in it. We're going to get over here, and I'm going to let the magic begin. So whenever I get ready to do a color like this, I have to look at the hue, shade. This is a pearl rather than a metallic. So I need to know that because they react differently to light. I always tell people sneak up on color. Don't think you're going to pour it and hit it on the first hit. If you do, you're lucky. Always start with your basic color and then you work from there. This is the sneaking up on the color I was talking about. We're starting to get really close now. A couple more adjustments and we'll be there.
What's coming in here, Tom?
Oh man, it's coming great, brother.
Is it?
Oh yeah, I think we're looking really good. Here, grab this.
Damn, man.
Let's go over and look at it real quick.
You haven't been in here that long, Tom. Oh my God, look at that.
Maybe it's more muscle memory.
Wow. How in the hell did you do that, Tom?
A little of this and a little of that, a lot of luck. Not bad for an old man.
Man, say what? That's wisdom right there, Tom.
Brother, happy to help.
Oh, man.
Happy to help.
I'm gonna get back to sleeping now at night, Tom.
Good thing.
Got my 65 Catalina in the booth. My other painters are kind of booked up, so I'm gonna have to take it upon myself to paint the car. So I'm kind of excited. It's been a while. The main thing I was concerned about was the paint match, but Toxic Tom hit this color right on. So I think everything's gonna match really good. Allows me to just dust the car, retouch it up, and it's gonna go back to the same color, obviously.
Clay and Michelle are coming in to check out their 41 DeSoto today, and the top has been chopped, among many, many, many other things. Clay and Michelle, they're so great because they actually trust Joe and the guys to kind of do their thing. So this chop, they don't know about. So we're hoping it goes pretty good.
Knock, knock, anybody home?
What's going on, Miss Clay, Miss Michelle?
Hey,
What?
We were just admiring your ride here, Mr. Clay.
What's happening?
Well,
Did
what do you think?
work?
What do you think, Miss Clay?
Mr. Joe,
Yes,
it's like all your other efforts, sir. You never cease to amaze.
You know, Mr. Clay, he hadn't seen this DeSoto since we chopped the roof on this thing. From his first expression, I think he loved it.
It's different. Doesn't look like one of them British buses no more with them big old cans sticking up there. What they call them
British
things?
hats, man.
Yeah,
That's right.
lorry.
That's right.
Yeah, you know, them ugly things they have.
The chop top was definitely one of the last major modifications on this car, and I'm just definitely glad he's happy with it.
I think, all in all, it should be a real comfortable, pleasant car to drive.
I think so.
Oh, I thought it was Miss Michelle's car.
Do what?
Do what?
How many times I gotta say it, Miss
They're all Miss Michelle's car. Which part of this did you not understand?
Now we know.
Okay, what's mine is hers, and what's hers is hers,
Yep.
and she lets me borrow it.
Clay's happy, Michelle's happy, everybody's happy.
You approve, Miss Clay?
Yes, sir.
This is the last big major modification on this car.
All right,
So we got some other details worked out. Come on in.
Okay.
Where it's nice and cool in here.
let's go.
Come on, Mike Z. Come on, man.
Oh, I wouldn't miss this.
I'm not gonna miss this. Now it's time to start assembling the Catalina. It's crunch time. We really want to see this thing on the road. So we got a lot of stuff done on this Pontiac. We got the plumbing done. We got the wiring. We got the interior done. Now it's just time to fire it up. There it is. Here we go.
You got it? Yep, got it. That's badass, right?
Hell yeah. Yeah, it looks nice, man. Your Uncle Bill coming to check out this Pontiac. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I think he's going to dig it. And we can't wait to see what it looks like when it's all finished up.
sounds amazing.
It does, doesn't it?
It does. Sounds like it wants to go. Oh my gosh. It's been a long time coming for this one.
Frame feels great, brakes feel great.
Oh my gosh. That feels tight.
Feels tight, doesn't it?
Yeah. The seats are super comfortable, but it doesn't look like an overdone, over-modernized interior.
Exactly.
It looks like it kind of rolled off the factory line like this.
That was a whole idea, man.
This car's always been in my top 3 in your car collection.
This is good, man.
Yeah. I was just waiting until we could get the drivability down better.
Enjoy it a little more.
Yeah, for the upgrade, and now the upgrade has finally happened,
Yeah.
so I want to put some miles on this car.
Good, we're doing it right now, man. What do you think?
It's the same car. I can tell that, but man, the same car, but it ain't.
But it ain't. That's a big part of it.
Well, it's a little nicer than even what I was expecting, but I knew it would be nice. Because he does great work.
Hey, what stands out the most?
Well, it's sitting lower. The chrome all looks like it's all new.
Yep.
It just looks like a brand new car.
That's it. It looks like a brand new car. Uncle Billy, you're not going to get a big reaction out of him. But when he started looking around, he started realizing all the work that went into it. So, yeah, I think it's got his approval.
It's really nice. Shaggy did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
I was kind of concerned that you might have chopped the top off or something. I love it. You did a great job on it. Now I want it back.
You gotta get in line, Bill.
You know, somebody nitpicking a car would see that, oh man, that's cool, the bumper's off center. But I'm the same way too.
There's a thing called a hot in the kettle thing, Joe. You're stepping in them, dog, that's all.
$175 for the pair. I mean, $75, I'm sorry. No,
I was
I'm
like,
going up.
What just happened there?
I think Bambas are rich really close.
Where you going? You done? Huh? What's that mean?
We need
Bring me back a Slurpee, man.
I'll bring you one.
बोलिए नाथों की नाथ की भैया चतुरा भोले के हावे यु मुख्य यहाँ
go back.
Oh, man.
There ain't no way, man.
Joe's, he's pretty simple and quiet to start with, but you see the expression on his face, he is not happy.
Appreciate that, Mike. The car was just so painfully ugly to begin with.
We got our work cut out for us on this one.
Oh. Catalina's come along really well. I would really want to see this thing on the road. How in the hell did you do that, Tom?
Not bad for an old man. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought it was Miss Michelle's car.
Do what?
I'm Joe Martin. I've been building cars and bikes since I was just a little kid. My team cuts down rusted wrecks.
Are we gonna work today, Joe, or what?
We knock out the ugly and put in the cool. And turn these buckets of rust into street art. This is Iron Resurrection.
It's been so long. I love this car.
I do too.
Oh my gosh. It's a Pontiac Catalina, and it's a gem of a car.
So this Catalina's been with me a long time, and the car belonged to my uncle originally. And I think it's just now it's time for a facelift. We're gonna tear the Pontiac down.
You need to explain to him how much this car means to me, Joe.
Mike said I left this in my wheel somewhere. Oh, nice, man. We got the 480, we got a big transmission, so we're gonna have to cut our transmission tunnel so we can lock the motor up, set it in place.
Like butter. We got propagandos already. You think that hood's gonna clear?
I am not cutting a hole in this hood. And I'm not building a goofy cow hood on it. I'm not doing any of that stuff. Hey, Brian, ain't gonna hit the side there. How's that look, Kate?
You're gonna hit right up here in the front, though.
Oh. Damn sure is, ain't it? So we're mocking up the motor in the Catalina, and we're setting a supercharger, the blower on top. My main concern is I do not want to cut this hood, so I'm hoping the hood's gonna shut.
Lord have mercy.
Let's see, man. This shut.
We got about an inch.
Do we?
Yeah. Well, as you can see, the hood clears. Everything's all good. We don't have to cut a big old hole in Joe's hood. We don't have to lower the motor. So it's a big thing for us. Y'all sweating, man.
Come on, Mike.
They worry too much. Joe worries too much. Likes to play games all the time.
How much room we got?
Plenty.
Do we?
Yeah.
Damn.
I can fit about 2 fingers in there.
Yeah. Oh, man, you got plenty of room, bro.
I can't say he officially won the bet because there wasn't one, but I'm happy it fits. We're home free, man.
So this car is going together really well, which really isn't what normally happens around here. Man, I had this sweat job going on that. They like to fight back.
Joe Cool was sweating it, man.
I thought, man, for sure I had to cut that inner structure, you know what I mean? Usually we got to go in, we got to chop this and cut this and clearance this, but everything fits perfectly. The frame is, it was the key to that.
That just saved us about a month of work.
Damn.
There never can be too much clearance. No matter what Joe Martin says. He likes to play games. I told you when I met him, clearance was this. Now it's like